Alright, thank you for joining us. Night Guy here. I have here for you, if you could see that, this is the Defender Xtreme Tactical Katana Machete. I don't know what you'd call that. Stainless steel. Pretty solid, pretty nice little piece here. Did a full review on this and a few other super cheap tactical katanas. Go ahead and check that out. Today we're just going to do some cut and thrust tests. Give it a try against some water bottles. Various thicknesses. We're going to see what we can do with this bad boy today. Let me know what you think of these pieces. I like them. They're real simple, easy to use. This one was a pretty serious cutter. I did some cuts with it before. It makes a cool ding sound, so listen out for the ring if you can hear it. Sorry about the AC units in the background. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get right into some cutting. I'm going to start with a standard opening bottle. It's going to be kind of tough. I don't normally use the armor in my cut test, but that's something I want to do more. Let me know what you think of that. People do a lot of cutting tests, but I don't see too much gear on when they do it, you know. And I think it just helps to add some of the realism to what's going on. Two very clean cuts so far. Even heard the little ring. That wasn't bad for some two-handed cuts, but these things are often described as machetes. I mean, I love the length on this bad boy here. That's the Defender Xtreme again. Love the length. You can get two hands on it real well. But these things are also kind of described as machetes. So let's see, maybe I wasn't bad when I had my dagger in one hand, and we're going for a nice cut with the other. Heard that ring? Alright, two pretty good cuts. Let's put this bad boy back. Two pretty good cuts. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and up the ante to a thicker plastic. Let's see what we can pull off here. Try a two-handed cut again, see how we do. Alright, so I knocked it off the stand. Not the cleanest cut, but definitely cut through. Well, I will say, for what it lacks in reach, it definitely makes up by being pretty nimble. So, I'm going to try a very precise cut. Let's see if I can just cut that off. Let's do a samurai cut. Right across. Right across. Alright, I'm impressed. Let's try one from my left hand. Right across. Good edge alignment. Oh, not deep enough. Let's come on in. I love the sound of the ring that this thing makes. But yeah, I did cut it. And now what do we have here? Alright guys, you're witnessing the first time setting up my new rig. This is going to be my depth cut test. I predict this at being a 4-bottle blade, but I'm going to see if I can get through to the 5th. If I get through all, I get through all. I'm going to be using this setup to do some depth cuts as well. Depth thrust, I mean. So we'll be doing that next. Alright guys, what do you think? You think I can make it through all of them? Let's find out. Alright, let's see the damage. So I must say I was rather impressed. I think I called it well. Definite 4-body blade. Looks like I started on the first, came in nice, and rose up and out. So we'll be practicing that more. I think that was pretty simple. Let me try this setup again with tougher bottles. But first, out of frustration, since I couldn't get through all 5, let's annihilate the ones I got left. Hear that ring? we have another 5 bottles, roughly the same thickness and make. We're going to try out and see what we can do on these. The ground's starting to get a little sloshy out here, but as what would happen in a battleground, you know, men's, you know, entrails fleeing themselves or soiling their breeches seems to be a common thing that would happen. Anyhow, let's see if I could do a little bit better. I tell you one thing, just doing these cuts in this armor is a lot tougher than doing them regular. Doing the cuts regular by themselves is quite a challenge. Anyone that's ever tried cut testing could tell you. Alright, let's see here. So, looks like I chopped in right along, but did not penetrate. I repeat, did not penetrate. Let's set them up again. Maybe it's the fatigue getting to me. I think possibly also just a blade like this. Like I said, it's very nimble, but definitely doesn't have a lot of mass behind it, you know. So I think when it runs into multiple targets like this with some good mass, the plastic is a little thicker, definitely presents more of a challenge. Let's try it again anyhow. So, I heard a ring. Pretty sure that means I got a cut. Got one. Got, still, interesting. I got through the second bottle while barely cutting in on the first bottle. So maybe after I hit the first target, my form improved itself. Anyhow, let's see what she can do on the thrust. Two so far. Alright, let's try it again. Full body thrust this time. There you have it. But in that last bout, this one bottle still remains untouched. I don't know if you can see the scratch right there. That's all I was able to pull off. That one little scratch on the 5th bottle. Of the tougher bottles, that is. Well, what do you guys think of that so far? The cut and thrust are pretty good. I would definitely say I'm impressed. Basic cutting, you know, uses with this blade. Definitely going to win. Let's try something else here. Now it's time for the real test, the torture test. I had a little piece of wood here. It's kind of moist and dry rotted out, so it's not too hard. Let's see how we handle as a machete. Let me move this over right here. Let's see what we can do. Definitely right in. I hear the dinging, hear it ringing. All right. Pretty solid still. That's it hitting my arm bracer there, but still pretty solid. No wobble. I like this piece here. Anyhow, let's give it one good chop, guys. What do you think? One good chop. I know this isn't really the best torture test for swords, but I'm doing it anyways. Right through. Right through. No damage. No rolling to the blade. She is still in business.